Yeah, for real. Pretty crazy. Um, we were, part of that 1976 expansion with
Oh yeah,
us and the Buccaneers.
that's right. They came in the same year as us.
Yeah, and that'll lead to a shoot, where is it? Not sure. Yeah, fun little side story here. Oh, these are all preseason. In week 6, we played those Buccaneers. Both of us were 0 and 5 to that point.
Yeah, I feel like being
So,
an expansion team's kind of tough.
yeah, man. Yep.
Hey, at least we got the dub though.
We did. We got the dub. It took the Bucks until the next season to get the dub. So, yeah,
That's about it, man. We're the best of the worst.
exactly. And then we also beat it was the Falcons, I think. Yeah, we beat the Falcons, fucking pussies. Um,
Hey, at least we play the Vikings fairly tough too, you know?
y- yeah, we're yeah,
Next
yeah.
time down, yeah.
Bad. Oh shit, Saints clapped us. Wait, hold on, we're getting off track here.
I know, we gotta reel in, reel in.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, the 76 expansion draft was pretty interesting how it worked. Um, us and the Bucks chose 39 players from the other 26 teams, and they were allowed to protect 29 players before
That's
the draft, and then
crazy to think
after
about.
each selection, they could protect two more.
Oh, okay.
Which like it definitely makes sense thinking about that you'd be fucking dookie because like you
Hmm.
can only choose the 30th best guy off of any team, which is
Yeah, any
like,
given team, yeah. And
I
man, you know,
mean,
you think about that, like, yeah, like you're trying to go through. If you went through every single NFL roster today and picked
uh,
who like would be like the quote consensus roughly 30th player,
yeah,
or worse, because the Buccaneers were also picking off of them too.
yeah,
So
and that's for your yeah first 26 guys, and then they protect two more. Like,
mhm.
you're
Yeah,
fucked.
that's
Um,
actually crazy, man.
yeah, dude, this thing is bugging the shit out of me. Like, does can you see the bar up here that's blocking my tabs?
I see your tabs up top.
Oh shit. Yeah, there's like the all the Zoom options are up here. So I can't fucking click on the tabs. Oh, there we go. Okay. What was
Look
this?
at that.
Oh
Jim's
yeah,
scoring,
so
man.
yeah, so back here this one is cool. So it has the best like the highest valued player of the season,
For each
top
given season.
passer,
So it's
top
pretty much
rusher.
it's just like quarterback most seasons.
Most seasons, yeah. There's quite a, I mean, if you look up through here, like especially in the 90s when we were poop shit, Cortez Kennedy was
Yeah.
number one like a lot. And then in recent years, Wagner was 2 years ago. But yeah,
Wow.
like
Oh yeah, because that was the
um,
year also that Wilson got injured
oh,
for a minute though.
actually, shit, from 16 to 18, Wagner was every year.
It was because Wagner was like damn near a defensive player of the year candidate those years, bro. He was
Yeah, he was going
nuts.
crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sherman in 2013, that's crazy that a corner was able to in 2012, but like both years he was able to out Browner the year. We had a corner be our most like
2 years in
valuable
a row.
quote player 3 years in a row.
Yeah,
That's actually crazy.
that is nuts. Yeah, but this, I just love this page too because you can really see like the eras broken down well, like the Wilson era, Hasselbeck
Hasselbeck.
era,
Yeah.
and like the coaches too. And you see like the Chuck Knox era. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, fucking Jack Patera was our first head coach. Was pretty dookie dog shit. I mean,
Honestly, dude, I
and
think it's
seven.
pretty impressive if you think about though. By the third and fourth year of
Hmm.
our franchise's history, we're a winning team. If you
Yeah,
like, of course, like we aren't like winning the division or anything like that, but like, if you really like, that's pretty impressive. You think about how quick that's like a rebuild
yeah, yeah.
because you're literally starting from the absolute dog water bottom of the league, like the bottom of the barrel type thing. It's like
Yeah.
being the Bears right now, or how the Bengals went and were crazy good out of nowhere, you know, like or the Lions this year is probably more appropriate. Like the Lions have
Hmm.
been dog water for so long, and then they finally kind of scraped together a 9-win season this year. And you
Yeah.
think in our franchise history, started out 2, then 5, then 9-9. That's a very solid, I think, building block foundation. Like when you think about the trajectory of where you're going off the jump.
Yeah, very true. I kind of do. I hope we see expansion teams in our lifetime because
Dude,
like
that'd be
I
so
just think it'd be
sick.
so fun to watch.
Dude,
Like some
I've
new
heard about
franchise.
like them talking about wanting to expand to like 34, but I don't know. That's it's crazy because like it obviously creates a whole ripple effect in like the divisions and everything, and then the playoffs
Yeah,
have to change or don't change, and it's just more competitive. But
yeah,
I almost think it's also like even tougher to do an expansion nowadays because like just the talent pool is so different, and like I feel like it'd be way harder to catch up now even than then. I don't know, but maybe that's a cold take.
I'm not sure. I don't have much of a gauge for it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, you said divisions. Crazy fact. We were actually
Hmm.
in the NFC West in our first year here.
Yeah, I know. And then we took a little skipperoonie outside for a while, but
Yeah, I don't. I never. I knew that we were in the AFC West, but
yeah,
I did
AFC
not know
West
that we
for a minute.
started NFC.
Yeah, I don't know when exactly we switched over, if I'm being honest, but
From AFC to back to NFC.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
but either
Um,
way, dude, I think what we should do first is basically we should literally just go game by game, do a brief look at like just score and maybe like if there's anything fluky from the game that we see. And
yeah,
then at the end, we could like summarize the players that were key, foundational, or maybe like something random like that that we see that stands out.
yeah, just
I think that'll be
interesting
good
shit about
trajectory.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Um, want to go? I look at a week. You look at a week.
Sounds good, baby.
Cool. All right, man. Week one, our first game in franchise history against the St. Louis Cardinals. Lost 30 to 24. That's a respectable
Held them
game.
close, man. That's crazy, honestly.
Win.
You
Not
know, if you
bad.
think about it, they had no film.
Yeah, for real, dude. We were a
Nothing to
complete
scout on us.
unknown. Yeah. On September 12th. Oh, best day in history. The world didn't know yet, but just a quick little 26 years later, man. It was
Whew.
me. Yeah, but home game at the
That's a
Kingdome.
hint at his birthday, by the way.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Because
Everyone
no one
knows
else
my
knows
birthday,
that here,
dude.
Shane. All of our fans are going to be so.
Nobody's watching this. You're my audience right now. All right, they kicked a field goal. That's a cool fact. Bro, somebody literally had to type this shit out on Wikipedia. Like, who did this? But anyways,
Wow.
we tied it up, went up. Nope, we went down more, stayed hot. Okay. Dude, okay, we were down by 20.
Wow.
Interesting. We cut into the lead. First touchdown in team history was a 15-yard pass from Jim
Jim
Zorn
Zorn
to
to Sam
Tim
McCollum.
McCollum. He was a receiver, 10 years for us and the Vikings. Cool, cool.
Wow.
Never heard of him. Sounds
I literally
white.
had never heard of him.
Went down again by 20. We were down 30 to 10.
Wow.
Towards late in the fourth quarter. McCollum again, dude. A 72-yard pass. No shit. Okay.
Dude, the highlights from this game would go hard.
Facts, dude. And then Zorn ran one in too. But it was too late and we lost. First game ever.
You
And
know,
0-1.
man, the way I look at that though is like, man, that's not a bad way to start if you think about it. And like in the scheme of things, like you're expecting, I mean, I imagine you're going into this game, you're expecting to get shellacked. You have
Yeah.
53 players that are bottom half players from every other team,
Yep.
is like the, kind of rough idea of it. Like that's insane. You're playing with an arm tied behind your back and you're able to compete. I mean, that's already pretty impressive. And
You're the
looked
Seahawks
like
fan.
September 19th of 76 was a little less
It's actually
let's
my dad's birthday, everyone.
oh, is that really?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, it's
It
closer to
is.
the year too. So
Wait, what year? Oh yeah, 70 fucking obviously, goddamn.
obviously it's 76, bro.
This
What
is,
year is your
this was
dad
my
born?
dad's his eighth birthday.
Wow,
And Seahawks
sheesh.
got fucked.
Yeah, man. Looks like a good birthday.
Yeah.
God, I'd be so salty if we lost 31-7 on my birthday. That's why I have a summer birthday, so I never have to deal with this agony ever.
That was good thinking. Good
Exactly.
planning on your part.
Thank you, mom. Thank you, mom. But man, first ever road game. Hey, I didn't even notice that was a home opener too. That's good. I
Yeah.
think that's probably good planning. I feel like that'd be kind of sad if our first ever game was like on the road. So, there you
Yeah.
go. First
Facts.
ever road game. We got our asses handed to us. Is what it appears to be, man. Played the
Yeah.
Redskins. I promise I'm not racist. That's just what they actually were at the time.
It says it on the page, okay? It's not me.
We get canceled after episode 1.
Yeah.
Man. But looks like wow, beautiful weather, clear 78-degree weather. Man,
Mm,
gorgeous day to play football.
fuck.
And traveled to DC to play the Redskins. And wow, the Redskins were coming in off a nice win against the Giants that week. And so they opened up with a nice little score to go up 7-0. And honestly, it just kind of was relentless from there, is what it appears to be, man. If you follow along with this little paragraph of game information, it literally is just them basically shellacking us until eventually it was 24-0. And in the fourth quarter, we are kind of able to put up one of the moral victory touchdowns, as you'd like to say, as we got a little rushing
On
touchdown with
Testament.
Don Testerman, man. So that's a testament to our team never giving up, is what I got to say about
Hell
Don
yeah.
Testerman right there. He has heart, good grit,
Hell yeah.
uh, able to absolutely fly into the end zone from 1 yard out, cut into the lead 24-7. And then they kind of just did it again. They scored 31-7, and we
Yeah.
start 0-2 on our inaugural season, sadly.
Not an ideal start, but it is an unideal start. So
You got me there, man.
yeah.
See how Lions fans have felt for the last 100 years.
Pretty much, yeah, forever. All right. Well, week 3, we got the 49ers. Hold on, let me check. There was one
They
team.
are our rivals,
Oh,
right? Or yeah, they
yeah,
are. They are still there. They're still in the West
Saints,
at this point.
49ers. Okay, so the Cardinals weren't in our division. I see.
Yeah, that's right.
Saints,
Huh.
Falcons, Niners, Rams. So I was thinking it was Cardinals were with us, but they weren't West at the time. Weird.
Yes, and they were St. Louis Cardinals, man.
Yeah, which is like that's just super super dumb.
Yeah, dude,
Like
when you look back at history and you see all the different
Baltimore Colts.
I
Like
was literally thinking Baltimore Colts.
yeah,
The Browns moved around a bit too. I don't even remember where else they've been. I think it literally might have been fucking Baltimore at one point too, I think. Or maybe that's
Baltimore Browns.
completely wrong take.
That
But
sounds racist. Baltimore Browns. I don't know. We'll have to cut that part. Um,
no.
wait, dude. Aren't the St. Louis Cardinals literally the baseball team there?
I
Like,
think that
isn't
is.
that
Yeah,
what
that's
they're
right.
called
I'm pretty
right
sure that's
now?
right.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's St. Louis Cardinals. Wow, they clapped the fuck out of the Marlins today. Side note,
Good,
eight to
good for them,
two.
man.
But yeah, that's weird. Get a new name, idiots. But yeah, anyway, our first divisional game. Niners were 1-1 coming in, and they beat the shit out of us in the first half. Went up 31-7 at half.
Rip.
And then we won the second half. So if you could win half games, we would have a dub. But
That's
we,
that's a good way to look at it, man.
yeah, yeah, you can't. So we were 0-3.
We're on 3, man. Well, we
Yep.
are just a very good team, is what it looks like, man. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
turn on the Browns, but I'll finish that when you read the next game because now I just need to know if they had a different city or if I'm an idiot. But next up, we play them boys.
That
Them
boys.
boys, and truthfully, if you just hear that the Cowboys are going to be playing the first year Seahawks in the mid 70s, I'm not expecting the Hawks to win. If I'm being honest, and
No.
this was back when the Cowboys were actually relevant too. So
Yeah.
it's
For
been
very
about 30 years if you think about it now, but back then, man, them boys were rolling. So they came into the Kingdom, man, throwback to when that existed. And it was our fourth game of the year. And the Cowboys were coming in 3-0. And so as you'd expect an 0-3 versus 3-0 team to go, they shellacked us a bit, but it was closer than last week or than the second game of the year. So that is a very big victory, in my opinion, if you really
Moral
want to.
dub right there.
Exactly. That's what you need sometimes.
And plus, dude, motherfucking Don Testerman coming back up here.
Dude, again,
On.
testament to his heart, dude. Absolute high motor, gritty player out here.
Hell
Catching
yeah.
touchdowns from Jim Zorn, too, man. And we took a 7-0 lead on the undefeated Dallas freaking Cowboys. And
Called the
then,
game right there.
yeah. And then, wow, we did it again. 13-0 lead. We started this game up 13-0. And
Hey,
then the Cowboys remembered that they were playing us. And then it just wasn't as fortunate. They came back 14-13 at halftime before they just scored twice in the second half, and we scored 0 times, in fact. So that was not as ideal, and there you're 0-4 to start this illustrious season.
frick, man. Yeah, side note, first touchdown of Steve Largent's career. First of
Ooh,
199 more to come, baby.
dude, put an emoji on that bitch, bro.
We're gonna be smiley face right there. We're gonna be reading that name a lot over the course of this podcast. Um,
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, so week 5, they said, why don't you go try to play the Green Bay Packers now? Wait, Milwaukee County Stadium. Is that like what freaking Lambeau's actually called or something? Or am I tripping?
That
What's
must
on
that
here?
must be like what? That's weird.
Well,
Opened in 53. That's interesting.
I thought Lambeau's like the oldest NFL stadium.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, anyways, just based up here, we
Hey,
had a 20 to what's up?
interruption.
Go for it.
The Cleveland Browns relocation controversy was the decision by then Browns owner Art Modell to move the National Football League team from its longtime home in Cleveland to Cleveland, Ohio, to Baltimore the
Mm,
96 season. I'm not a racist
96.
Baltimore. Yeah, 1996, man. They were the
Damn, dude.
Baltimore Browns.
That's crazy. That's fucking recent.
Yeah, that is nutso.
Damn.
Anyway, just had to make sure I was right. Go
Yeah.
back to talking about our old
Shouldn't
talks and our new talks, man.
shouldn't fucking doubt yourself, man. You're obviously right.
Exactly.
So okay, Packers were pretty poo-poo dog shit as well, but not as poo-poo dog shit. 1-3.
Doesn't take too much.
Yeah. And we led at halftime, 13-7.
Whoa.
And let's see, we went up 20-7 in the third. But
We're all
then we
for
decided to lose after that. We were like, I don't really want to win this game. So we let them score the next 20 points of the game, and we lost in dramatic fashion. But I have a feeling at some point we're going to beat this team in dramatic fashion. Some point later on, maybe in like 50 years. I don't know. Just a sneaking suspicion.
Let's go,
Huh.
baby. Oh, let's go. Week
Yeah.
6.
0-5. Oh shit, dude. Oh
I
shit.
get the fun one. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go, boys. All right. You ready for an absolute banger game? All right. How about you just go back to October 17th of 1976, week 6 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And we're gonna send them into fucking tears, baby, after this one.
Buccaneers.
So yeah, you like that one there? Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good, huh?
Nice.
Man, 43,812 are the luckiest people on earth because they got to see the Hawks really kick off a banger here. That's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
fun. All right, man. So we head on the road to Tampa, Florida to face the other expansion team listed as our expansion cousins, oddly enough. That seems a bit interesting.
Vegetable.
It's a bit sus considering how bad we fought them in this one. And
Hey.
man, they came into the game 0-5 as well. So it was really just who's gonna suck less ass in this
Yep.
instance. And luckily it was us absolutely getting after it. And so the Buccaneers initially took a 3-0 lead. However, Sam McCollum, boy's a stud. He caught a 15-yard pass once again from Jim Zorn to give us a 7-3 lead. And then again, kicker John Leopold.
Oh
Leopold,
yeah,
I don't know how you say that. Leopold.
John. Oh no, dude, he died of a heart attack. Uh-oh,
Oh.
that's sad. Anyways, why does it immediately pop up with that? Fucking
That's so sad. Just talk
the
about other
kicker.
good stuff, man. But he had 2 field goals, man, to give us a
Yeah.
13-3 lead going into halftime. And simply be put, we were different, bro. We were cut from a different cloth than these Buccaneers. And so even though we took that 13-3 lead in halftime, we really were just con people. We let Morse Owens catch a 1-yard pass from Lewis Carter to make it 13-10. And then we said, nah, boy, this is our game. And we held on to the win. The first of many in our team history, baby.
Hell yeah, baby. 1-5. 1-5 never felt so good.
Oh yeah, man. Man, that
So
was
good.
good. It's good to bring some positivity into this talk here because we were
Yeah.
down in the dumps for a minute there, baby.
Yeah, man. Well, to continue that positivity, how do you like getting fucked in the ass by the Detroit Lions, man?
That's how you know you've really reached a low point. Dude,
It's not good.
you notice how after our win finally our attendance goes up?
Mm,
It went from 43 to 61,000 for the next week.
I think it was just at a different stadium, dog.
Nah, man. Go up to the game before the Buccaneers. I want to see how many, or the last home game before that.
Uh,
Whatever. Shut up.
all right, yeah, we'll move on.
Anyway, it was more than the week before because we won. That's why.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last home game was before we were 0-5. So you know what?
Hey, man. Yeah, we're riding that wave. Every 61,000 people are like, we just beat the Buccaneers, man. Let's go. And then they went to watch the Lions play.
Man, I bet there's about 30,000 after halftime.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see here. Lions were not that good either. They were 2-4.
Before. Yeah, man. Yikes.
Couple field goals went up, got a 20-yard dimer, went up 13-0, got a pick six, 70-yard pick six to go up 20-0. And then Hugh McInnes. Okay. Former CFL player, looks like.
Man, he went CFL first. He was CFL
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah, man.
Just a little 7-year pro football career overall.
Yeah,
Respect.
looks like this was his last year in the league too. But
Wow.
he had
Hey,
himself a
man.
day on October 24th, 1976 with two touchdowns. Right? Is that what this says? Yeah, another touchdown. Brought us up 20 to 14 at
That's
half.
crazy. It was 20-14. It was a game.
Yeah, Hugh McInnes was trying to get us that dub. But you
Not on
know,
Charlie Sanders' watch.
oh shit, dude. Yeah. And also on Jim Zorn's watch, he threw 6 interceptions in the game, 8 total turnovers in the game.
He had the
That's
Lions.
not that's not
He
great
had the
stats,
Lions
bro.
spread.
That is yeah, not ideal. Um, but yeah, 41-14, man. Dropped to 1-6.
Man, that's
Oh,
a tough luck game. But
oh,
luckily, if you think it gets better from here, it doesn't, man. Sometimes you really have to dive down deep, 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 where you can really come back up swinging, man. So
yep.
yeah, you're gonna notice a trend here of these couple games where it's not gonna be very pretty.
For
However,
a
this
minute.
one is even uglier than the last game. So that's good. Let's see how Jim Zorn did in this one. Man, so back on the road, man. We've had crazy amount of road games, I feel like. But playing Los Angeles, who was the best team in our division, so was not gonna be a very good affair in this
Yeah.
instance. They came in 5-1, man. And of course they come in with the scoring drive in the first quarter. Little field goal 3-0 and then 10-0. Yeah,
Pick
wow.
six,
Interception
baby.
touchdown. Yeah. So Jim Zorn, yeah, he threw a pick six again. And then a 17-0. Wow, with another rushing touchdown. Followed by Ron Jesse catching another 15-yard touchdown. Holy cow. long story short,
Yeah.
after that one, we kicked a field goal. Then they scored again. We kicked. Then we just we didn't do anything again until we scored another field goal. They scored another touchdown. Man, that's tough,
Eh,
man. And
don't bring
one
field
more
goals to a
touchdown.
touchdown fight, bro. You know what they
Don't bring
say.
two field goals to a however many touchdowns that is fight.
Yeah.
45-6, 1-7. Ugly, ugly game going on there, baby. So that's tough.
Yeah. That's one you like to forget about for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Shane.
Uh,
Hey, guess what? Look
yeah.
at the attendance. It's going down. Not from the last game, in the next
Oh,
one. The Seattle one.
oh, I see. Okay, fair enough. Fair
We're
enough.
dropping about 5K from earlier in the season.
I see you. Um, yeah, so we got to help forget about the Rams shellacking and the Lions shellacking um
Man, dude.
by facing the doo-doo shit Atlanta Falcons, 2-6, we're 1-7, you know.
Yeah.
Underdog still, but shit. Scoreless first quarter, as you can see here.
Oh yeah.
And let's see. The
Wow.
Falcons open it up, getting that 18-yard field goal. Holy shit, man. Just go for it. But anyways, 3-0. Sherman Smith sounds like his first touchdown, running back, 20-yard touchdown pass, up
Wow.
7-3, and went up 14-3. John McMakin sounds like a McDonald's worker, make making sandwiches. But
Wow, man. My boy's spitting out here.
oh, oh yeah, he got that touchdown. We went up 14-3 at half. Got a safety. Okay. Dave Brown, dude, our franchise leader in interceptions.
Fun
Spoiler alert,
fact.
he's
Fun
gonna
fact.
pop up as well. So
Yeah,
we're up
man.
16-3, 16-6. We got that fucking pick six, baby. Finally going the right way. So we
Let's
kind of rolled
go.
these hoes, dude. Sherman Smith got another touchdown, a 53-yard run.
Good boy had the day.
Yeah, man. I mean the Bucks game kind of is like, you know, they were our expansion cousins that we incestuously fucked. But like this is our first real dub, I feel, you know, and it was
Oh,
big.
absolutely. Yeah, it's like the first game is just like it's kind of just like two little scrawny children kind of slap fighting.
Yeah,
And this is finally like we took a real NFL team and we just kind of were able to whoop
yeah,
on them a little bit. So that's a huge, huge thing to see. Our first dominant victory too. The first one, I mean, we kind of had a
absolutely.
bad offensive performance, and our defense was able to hold on, so we could win 13-10.
Yeah,
But this game, we put points on the board, and our defense played very well too. And so that's
oh
hey
yeah,
man, foreshadowing of things to come in a certain peak of our team's history. So that's pretty sick to see now. Also,
absolutely.
one thing I don't know if you've caught on to this, Shane, but I feel like we've had so
But
many like more like just random people at the same position group scoring. Like at running back, I feel like we've had like 3 or 4 guys score.
yeah, there's really not
Yeah,
like
like
dudes
versus now
showing.
you kind of like have like a set of guys, like when you see DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, or K9 score, you're not really surprised.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you saw like know, Tony
And
Jones scoring touchdowns, like having multiple touchdown games, because there's a couple guys getting multi-touchdown games in here.
I
You
feel like that probably could arise from like the expansion draft format, you know, where you just have a
Yeah,
bunch of like mid-ass dudes on your team.
yeah.
And
You have a bunch of just guys who are meh, in kind of in the middle there. But yeah,
yeah,
I think it's crazy to think like they're just out there playing, man.
yeah,
Got a bunch
man.
of guys rotating in, and we are able to kind of dog them down. But sadly, the hype could not last for long
Never does.
as we gotta play the Minnesota Vikings, man.
I gotta read up real quick.
Huh?
You can continue. I'm just grabbing some more drink.
I don't even hear, dude, but I'm gonna go over this beautiful game where we lose a close one. But
Uh,
we're on the road for the 10th game of the season. So going to Minnesota to face wait, what? Okay. I was tripping. Okay. Wow, this is a cold game. 24 degrees, 16 with wind chill. and the Vikings were 7-1-1, so they're a good team.
Okay.
That adds a little kind of positive light to how this game actually ended up.
Yeah.
So Minnesota came out with a 7-0 lead when Brent McClanahan, I think, or McClanahan, whatever, rushed for a tud. And then we immediately responded, man. 7-7 Jim Zorn rushing 12 yards into the end zone, baby.
Oh yeah, man.
This is a little bit of a shootout to start the game, man. Sammy White, another touchdown from Fran Tarkenton. Dude, Fran Tarkenton's a baller, guys. If you haven't watched Fran Tarkenton highlights, it is so fun to watch.
Yeah,
Literally,
man.
dude, have you ever watched highlights of him, Shane?
I've seen like some. I've never watched a highlight video, but I've seen like some plays, and he was just that little dude, fucking yossing it, right?
Just running around. He's like
Yeah.
he's like kind of like if you put a much worse version of Patrick Mahomes, but more mobile relative to the other players on the field.
Right.
Let's see. Scrawny white Lamar Jackson with like a relatively speaking, like even whippier, like a bigger arm kind of craziness, and also just a psychotic mindset. Dude literally was just running circles around players back and forth all over the field and then would just huck it. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
random side note, dude. Dude changed the way quarterbacks play the position nowadays, man. You wouldn't see the Patrick Mahomes, the kind of improviser quarterbacks nowadays without Fran Tarkenton coming in there being
Shout
a
out, friend,
baller for the
man.
for the Vikings, man. Absolute Hall of Fame kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, who cares? Because then Jim Zorn threw an 80-yard fucking dimer to Steve Rabel, 14-14. Then Fred Cox came in here and broke the tie, man, penetrating our field goal for a 17-14 lead. Yep, I know.
What?
And then another 39-yarder to make it 20-14. And then we took the first game in the lead. Sam McCollum,
Damn.
baby.
Damn.
7-yard tutty from Zorn,
Done.
baby. 21-20. We take the lead. However, 5-yard touchdown from Fran Tarkenton gave the Vikings the win by 6 points. One score. Painful loss here.
Yep.
Making us fall 21-27 to the now 8-1-1 Vikings. Very strong team that we competed with. So that's how
Moral
it goes,
dub
man.
for sure. Quick shout out to Mr. Steve Rabel. He is the voice of the Seahawks,
Yep,
man.
absolutely.
He's got me home from a lot of trips
Yeah,
playing
dude.
soccer, listening to the Hawks on the radio.
That's what I'm saying. Turn on the radio, listen to them, and kind of wince a little, like oh, as
Oh,
it as they start to build up plays, like oh.
it's so much more anxiety inducing watching the game, which is saying something because like watching is already like
And
horrible.
I'm pretty sure like you could almost legally die if you hooked up a heart rate monitor during a Seahawks game.
Oh yeah.
Your heart
Yeah,
would be
you
beating so
definitely
fast they think you're in like a shock rhythm or something, man.
yeah. Yeah, man. We have a habit of making shit way too hard.
Yeah,
Um
crazy.
Pause. Um
Whoa.
So, anyways, coming off of our nice little moral victory, we're back at home against the New Orleans Saints, and 2 games left in the season here. Saints are kind of dog shit, 3-7. So we should be able to hang with them, right? Wrong, wrong. We didn't hang with them. Um, So yeah, let's see. We did open up the scoring. Good for us. Got the Mr. Sherman Smith, our leading rusher for the year, by the way. Sherman Smith.
Sheesh.
Got that tub, missed a field goal, but Saints went off. Bobby Douglas, who I've never heard of, had 2 rushing
Quarterback.
touchdowns.
Wow.
A current Seahawks trend of having fucking any running back in the world get 2 touchdowns on us. Started here maybe. And yeah, they went up 20-6 by halftime and kept it coming 27-6. Largent, baby, got number
There you
2 of
go.
100. He got
Wow.
the. Oh, okay.
Quarterback
Wait,
Bill
hold on.
Munson, though.
Hold on. Where'd Zorn go?
He might have
Did
been injured, man.
we miss something? I feel like
No
that would be
exciting.
notable. Well, anyways, fuck Jim Zorn apparently, because Bill Munson threw that touchdown pass.
Or maybe he just got benched at halftime.
Maybe, man. He oh wait, no. Jim Zorn. Maybe he was just out for a second.
Huh.
Um,
Interesting.
or maybe it's some kind of I'm curious now, but there's probably no way to find out really.
Yeah.
Um
Dude, hey man, Bill Munson, look at that. He had a long career. Was that 64 to
79, yeah, man.
ah
He was at the end of his career here. Thir 13th season. Huh.
man,
Interesting.
savvy veteran out there.
Yeah, man. Picking up with that rookie, Largent. And let's see, the Saints decided to kind of butt fuck us, pardon my French, but put up 28 in the third quarter, and didn't really look back. Sherman Smith got a touchdown, his second of the game, but definitely one we're going to want to forget here. Got 50 put up on us, so let's move on. 2-9.
Absolutely. Okay, week 12. It does not get any better, guys, because you know, I don't know if you noticed that we said we had a 2-12 record at the beginning of the video, and we've already had 2 victories, so don't get any optimism here.
Yeah. Did
But
math.
we're coming in to play the New York Giants, man.
Oh, no.
And I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I think this is the highest game attendance as you'd kind of expect from a New York team. So that's neat. But
Yeah.
man, we travel across the country to the Giants, man, in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
We have
And
some happy
they,
memories there now.
yeah, luckily. But they actually came in with a 1-10 record. The
Oh,
Giants are 1-10.
oh,
1 win, 10 losses
drink to
coming into
that.
playoffs, man. And well, that didn't seem to matter too much, man. You know, we opened up the first quarter actually with a good drive. Sherman Smith, dude. Guy's a dog out there. He scored and failed the extra point. Missed that puppy. But we got a field goal, 45-yard banger to go up 9-0. But sadly, the Giants came back as Gary Shirk caught a 3-yard pass from Craig Morton, making it 9-7. And then it was 14-9 after another touchdown. And it just kept getting worse for a minute there, man. Went up 21-9 on us. Luckily, we came back and got a rushing touchdown from Jim Zorn and cut into the lead a bit. But really, it was at the end of the day, it was not going to be enough. The Giants scored another touchdown to kind of just put a little pain inside of us. Make it a 28-16 game for New York, and that's a 2-10 record for us, just like their new record is after they put a 2-score game win on us.
Yeah.
Sadly, wrap up week 12.
RIP. Yeah. So we're pretty firmly cemented as a not a good team at this point.
Yeah,
Better than the Buccaneers, but not much of anyone else.
yeah. So I don't know if you guys would be watching the Texans this last year, but think about the Texans as the Seahawks in '76.
Yeah.
Just ass.
Not good.
Yeah. So that's background.
Yeah.
But does it get any better for us, Shane? Let us know.
It does not. Also, I apologize earlier. I said there's 2 games left. 4. Just messed
There's
up. We
3.
got 2 more games left now.
Wow. Yeah.
Starting right here with the Chicago Bears at home in Seattle, Washington. The Bears coming in at 6-6. I don't know how playoffs worked back then, but they probably fucking cared about this game a lot more than we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
We held them 0-0 for a quarter, and then Johnny Musso, I don't know, rushed into the end zone for 6 points. They went up 6-0. And then Johnny making those mixed sandwiches, got a
Hey,
14-yard pass.
making a
Up by
touchdown for
1.
us, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. And unfortunately, that 1-point lead did not last very long at all. But it did last until halftime, man. We were up by 1 at half.
That's
Like,
crazy, man.
call it there.
Then do
Nope.
you want to hear the Bears, the exact audio of the Bears halftime speech?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, the Seahawks suck ass. Just go beat them, boys.
And they did. They decided, hey, we haven't had a 63-yard touchdown yet this game. Let's do that. So they did that, and
Oh,
they
and
hadn't
then
had a
also
30
the front man
either.
had 30 or 39.
Yeah, so they decided let's do all of those. Hey man, why not a 55-yarder too? Um,
Yeah.
and so they decided to win that game, and so they did,
And
improving to
7 and
seven
6
and
record
six.
for the Bears.
The Bears, and we dropped to 2-11 heading into our final game of our inaugural season in the National Football League.
F in the chat, homie. We're gonna wrap this season up against the Philadelphia Eagles, who in this game, sadly, it does not get any better for us. The Eagles entered the game 3-10, nowhere near as good as they are this season in real life. However, better than us. So you definitely would say the Eagles were honestly probably favored, but they're not an absolute dominant powerhouse in this version of NFL history here. But they score right off the bat with a Tom Sullivan 4-yard rush and take a 7-0 lead. And then again, Sullivan another touchdown from the 1-yard line out, 14-0. Luckily, we got a little field goal to make it 14-3, but then that didn't last long because they took their own field goal. Sadly, they then scored again, 24-3. Charlie Smith rushing into the end zone. And so this is just what we call a brutal game. It's 27-3. Luckily, Steve Largent,
Steve,
hoorah,
Steve,
he catches another touchdown, 9 yards from Jim Zorn to, at least add to his Hall of Fame resume that he didn't know he was building yet. So that's
for real.
the only good thing you could probably say about this game. 2 and
Yeah,
12.
man.
F in the
And
chat.
like we see here, and the season 2-12. Our last game in the NFC for the next 26 years. That answers our question, and that makes
Wow.
sense. I think it was 2002 would make sense. Also, the best year ever I was born. Um, but yeah, that was when the Texans and someone else was added. I think someone else, but
Maybe was it the Panthers?
Panthers. Ooh, I don't know. Hold on.
Anyway,
Anyways, yeah, exactly. So we move on to the AFC, but yeah, that's a 76 season, not one to write home about, certainly, but it was our first
one
fans.
thing I would say though is like I don't know if you felt this way as we went through the season though. Is it felt like even though obviously we got kind of shellacked the last couple of games of the season, it felt
Uh,
like you could definitely see us kind of forming a more competitive team throughout the season. It felt
yeah,
like the first few games, it just felt like even if it was low scoring and a closer point deficit, it just felt like so bland of a team. I guess if you're even just reading the game summary, it's like we're putting up like 10, 13 points
yeah,
consistently. And, it's just kind of boring football, it seemed like. And it seemed like we kind of got a little more competitive and felt like more actually a team that could put stuff on the board. Even though we weren't a good team, it felt like we just kind of progressed a little throughout the season. But I don't know, man. That's pretty much all you can say about a 2-win season. There's not too much good to say about it. Obviously, you picked up a couple wins mid-season. I think, if we
yeah,
really pulled the stretch, I don't know exactly how it would be, what our record would be if you just went our win to win ratio record there, but
yeah.
tough.
Nothing too great. Um, so yeah, here we got that 76 season here highlighted, 2-12, fifth of five, negative 200 point differential.
Wow, that's
Seen
a
better.
rough look.
That's not great. Um, Interesting here. There was 28 teams in the league at the time. We were last defensively in points and yards per game. Um, Pretty
Yeah,
low
it's
on
tough.
the offensive end as well there.
Honestly, the way I think about it though is our offense was just, I think, given the situation of again, we're playing with a bunch of scrubs, if you really like
Yeah,
just on paper, first year team with Garbo players from the bottom half of every other team for the most part. A couple highlight kind of players, but to be 21st and 19th respectively in points and yards, I think it's a pretty good performance. Truthfully, I think that shows something, some sort of productivity.
yeah. At
That's
least
just
hope for the
yeah,
future.
it's like bottom of the middle of the pack. That's
Yeah,
just a mediocre offensive team. Defense obviously needed a lot of retooling to do, but The
Yo,
negative 200-point differential across the season. That type of luck wouldn't last long, boys. Don't you worry.
don't worry, man. I have a feeling we'll have a pretty good defense at some point. So
Mm,
let's check out some player stats. I was wanting to do this while we were talking, but we got this awesome page here. Shout out Pro Football Reference.
absolutely.
Let's see here. We got Bill Munson, that fucking guy. Like,
Yeah. So he did
I'm
start a
so
game. He
confused
just
about
came in
his
and
role. Yeah, well, I did he only play when if Zorn was like injured, like if Zorn literally couldn't think because that was the only reason they'd ever pull someone out in the 70s, or like I don't
I
know.
have no idea, man. I'm actually really curious, but he had a pretty solid performance relative, very
Well, he
relative.
threw 3 picks and 37 attempts, so
Shane, here's the way I gotta say it, man. What's his passer rating compared
uh,
to Jim Zorn's?
dude, that's facts, man. We should have had Jim Zorn out of there, bro.
I mean, it's a tough look, but 2037 for 295 in a tub. That's all you need to think about. And that's it.
Yeah, for real,
Ignore everything else. And
facts.
a bit of a
Well,
time played in.
God, dude, quarterback stats are so hard to look at. I mean, Zorn wasn't good, but like, if somebody nowadays put up 47% completion percentage, 12 touchdowns, and 27 picks, they are going to play next year. They
That's
are going to
tough.
make it through the next, like, they can't have a season like that without getting benched for someone else, but
That's
different
a
era.
crazy thing. I mean, like that's a nutso stat line.
He literally just
That's
threw the ball to
brutal.
the other team most of the time. Fucking insane.
Dude, our overall, like, wait, go back up to that.
Yeah.
Between both quarterbacks, I mean, we had 13 touchdowns to 30 picks.
Yep. That is a pretty rough ratio there.
So,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, dude,
go ahead and go back to that.
I just watched a video about the 77 Buccaneers and they had like a 3-31, I think it was,
Okay.
for all their quarterbacks. It was like one of the worst offenses of all time. It was
Wait, what year is that?
77. Uh
Okay. Yeah, that's
yeah, so
crazy, bro.
Bucks next year. They got a couple dubs, but like in those dubs, their defense had like 3 touchdowns. Like their offense was doo-doo.
Dude, wait. Also, I want to note this one thing in the passing stats one more time.
Yeah.
We ran 4 fakes. Like type
Yeah.
thing. We had two
Hank completed
attempted
one of
passes
them.
with Sherman Smith. One
Hmm.
with our punter that actually was 1-of-1 for 8 yards. I don't know if it, created a first down, but
Yeah.
hopefully. And then again with
Arjun.
Steve Largent at incompletion. So we went 1 of 3 for 8 yards when trying to pass it with someone other than our quarterback, which ironically still has a better touchdown to interception ratio of 0. So that's one positive thing to note there. I
Yep.
just found that interesting because I feel like 4 passes attempted by a non-quarterback is pretty high for a team in a season.
Super high. I mean, we had one this year, I think, because DJ Dallas
Okay.
got picked.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That could have
I
been a
think that
touch
was,
so easily. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's one attempt. I feel like yeah, 4 sounds crazy. I mean, you think about
Yeah.
13 to 14 game season, like
Yep.
every, what the heck, like
That's
three and
just
a half games or whatever. We're just eating one out there with someone random, and it's not working.
way more frequent.
Interesting.
Um,
That was all.
yeah. Yeah, that is whack. So let's see. Rushing and
Just
receiving.
rushing
Our running
diversity out here
back.
by guys, man.
Yeah, man. Rushing touchdowns. We had 5 guys. Fucking yeah, man. 3 guys with 4. Uh,
Holy cow.
that's great, man. Testerman. Okay, I was gonna say. I swear he showed up more than once. He had a
Yeah.
receiving touchdown too.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Testerman, I mean, he's also a proper fullback. He wasn't even considered a running back. I definitely thought he was a running back back then, but we had
yeah,
we had 2 fullbacks getting play time.
yeah, man.
I see on here. So that's
My goodness. Yeah,
and they're like, I
different
mean for
era.
fullbacks, that's big stat lines if you really think about that.
Yeah,
Between our 2 fullbacks getting obviously a very different time, but 350 yards and 5 touchdowns. That'd be a big fullback season nowadays.
6 with a
Oh,
receiving
6
here
with
too.
receiving, right? And yeah, I mean, if you added receiving yards too, nothing crazy, but
Yeah. I
That's
think
a
they just fullbacks definitely just got so many
wait,
more.
dude. Look, yeah, I was to say, look at Testament's receiving stats. That's a good season.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bro
it's
had
pretty
almost
crazy.
bro had almost 500 scrimmage yards.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
And Zorn had the 4 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty good, man. I
That's
mean,
little dual threat action. That's a
yeah.
and honestly, I mean, I think Jim Zorn's only 23 at this point. He's a very young, pretty ass quarterback at this moment. But hey,
Yeah.
this makes his turnover ratio look a little better.
That's
What if
facts.
I
That's
told you with
facts.
those 27 interceptions, he had 16 total touchdowns?
There
Sheds
you
different.
have it, man.
Adds a
Yeah.
little perspective, is what you got to say.
Yup. Oh shit. Here's a fun little stat. Largent went 4 carries for negative 14 yards.
Man, you'd think you just stop handing the ball off to him.
Yeah. I wonder if that, like, how does that happen? I don't even know how that happens,
4 times. That's tough. Oh, and as long as 7 yards. So he went backwards bad on one at least.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Interesting.
So at one point, his stat lines for the other 3 carries is negative 21. So I'm curious if he had like one horrific carry or like how would I, or just like 3 losses of
Pretty
like
bad.
6 yards.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I don't know. I'm
That's tough.
so
That's tough.
curious though. But
Dude,
he made
our
up for it.
punter, our
What's
punter
up?
had 3 carries for 37 yards.
How, man? How?
What?
I guess crazy shit happens. Our punter this year had like 2 carries for fucking 2 fumbles.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I miss John Ryan running down the middle of that one play when he died.
Yeah, against the Rams.
Yeah, it was like a 50-yard run or something nuts. And he just
Yeah. Yeah, but Largent had a great rookie season, man. Made the Oilers regret giving him up. 54 for 705 for Cubs. Sam McCollum, a solid ass wide receiver too.
Yeah, I did.
Really solid.
One
Um,
thing I'll note about Steve Largent too is his long was only 45 yards too. So he just had a ton of consistent catches. 13
yeah,
point per catch. I mean, 4 times. Also, I mean, like 705, we hear about that now. Like that, I mean, first off, that's already considered a good, successful rookie season.
yeah,
But like, if you relate that to the fact that the quarterbacks had like 2750 between the
yeah,
two of them, approximately for their total passing yards,
for real.
he
And we
was
weren't a good
700.
team.
He was over a quarter of the yardage gained on offense. Well, by passing.
Yeah, he tried his best to get rid of that with rushing equipment.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
great rookie season for my guy. I have a feeling we're gonna see more of him. I don't know why.
Just a bit more, man. But Sam
Yeah,
McCollum also, yeah, like you said, so that's a really solid wide receiver 2 season, I think, for this
yeah.
time. I mean, given
24
how
years
bad our
old.
team was.
Yeah,
So we had some good young talent, it seems like, on offense here.
yeah,
Carried us to that mark of only the 21st worst offense.
exactly, man. We had some stuff going. We
Or
had some
21st
dude.
best, but like, so would that
Oh
be?
shit, Steve Rabel had 4 for 126. He had that 80-yard tub and didn't do jack fucking shit else.
Bro, dude, I mean, all the stats outside of that are our 2 guys are pretty bad. Other than our tight end Ron Howard had a good little season, man. No tubs, but oh wait, no, yeah,
Yeah,
no touchdowns, but 37 for 422. That's a good little
yeah,
tight end season.
solid.
Sad that he
Yeah,
didn't get in the end zone, but
and our making
mhm.
himself into a red zone threat here.
Wait. So yeah, that's John
Yeah,
McMakin, the tight end, bro. That's
two
crazy.
tubs.
So
Yeah, 2 tubs on 9 catches
yeah,
for
dude, we have Hugh,
158 yards.
dude, we have John McMakin, and we have Hugh McKinnis,
Hugh McInnes, John McMakin should have been called
and
the
Sam McCollum,
Seattle Fighting Irish.
Sam McCollum too.
Damn, bro. No
Man,
wonder we were so bad, dude. We were just too white.
McUnlucky.
Let's see. Kick and punt returns, who fucking care? Wait. Oh, opponent total. We got one scored on us, but no touchdowns. I don't really care. Any
Dang.
cool longs? No.
Dude, our opponent total is so much higher than ours. We allowed
Yeah.
9.6 yards per punt return.
which is probably because we didn't get punted on a lot. Because we, just let the other team score most of the time with our
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
defense in the
Yeah,
league.
we punted 19 more times than we received the punt.
Where are you seeing that? Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying team total is just returns.
Oh, returns.
37
Yeah.
versus 56. And I mean that doesn't
Yeah,
count the
that's
ones that go out of
fucking
bounds,
nuts,
but
dude. That's actually a nuts ratio.
yeah.
Dang. And then
Tough.
we kicked it way more. Wait. Yeah, no, we we returned kicks way more often, dude. Because we were getting scored on hella. Um, and let's see. Kicking, I don't care.
Hey man,
Field goal
good season.
percentage.
86. Oh, that's
Woo!
extra point percentage.
1 for 4, man. Yikes. Yikes. 8 for 12 is better, but 1 for 4 is yikes.
Some bad kicking luck, man.
Yeah.
Our team
Hunting.
overall was 56% successful on field goals.
Yeah.
Man, could have
Not
maybe could have won
ideal.
us a couple of those close games.
Yeah, seriously. So let's check out defense. We had a couple guys with 4 picks. Dave Brown.
Yeah, man. Both
Yep.
guys, 23-year-olds, youngins, man. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing to see.
Yep.
How
Yep.
many interceptions did we force on the season? Would that be 8,
8, 11, 13,
12,
15.
15? So hey, man, our turnover ratio on interceptions alone is
Oh,
30 to 15. So we got picked off twice as much, but our defense did their best.
we're halfway there, man.
Hey, man, 15 picks in 14 games isn't bad though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
we
that's
get
solid.
over a pick a game, and
I
we had
mean,
one touchdown, so that's nice. Pick six.
back then though, it was a little bit too like um easier to get picks for sure.
Yes,
Would
definitely,
agree.
definitely.
Let's see, sacks. Have anyone
Nine and a
get
half.
quarterback?
That's a good little
Steve
season. And then the
Niehaus.
rest of it is just mediocre. But 9.5 in 14 games, that's a good season for
Yeah.
sure.
Any familiar names in here? Anyone that's going to be good? Not that I know of.
No, I don't think so, man.
Not that
I'm
I
trying to
know of at
think.
all.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone relevant, but do we have any fumble recovery touchdowns or something nuts there?
Nope.
Does not appear so.
Three
But
fumble recoveries by Jim Zorn.
Jim
I bet
Zoll,
I have a feeling that he fumbled them himself.
dude, he had
Um,
7 fumbles too.
did they not track tackles back then? They must not have.
I don't think they did. Wait, actually, look at combined isn't listed. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Huh. Let's see
Yikes.
the
But
scoring. So yeah, our kicker obviously led because they always do.
mhm.
Sherm, Steve, the boys, dude. Yeah.
You know, the difference between our kicker to our next leading scorer is not as big as I'd want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
That's tough. 13
Yeah.
points separating your kicker and uh running back is pretty tough luck.
You know what I'm
So,
bothered by is our touchdown log. We can fit it here in my screen. Opponent touchdown log. Nope. Oh God. Yeah, those are rough
that's how
seasons.
you end up. I mean, we literally got scored on twice as much as we scored about. So I think we scored like barely over 200 points on the season, and then we had a minus 200 point differential. So
Yeah,
it's a pretty rough season to start, but it is only the beginning, folks. I don't think
indeed,
it's listed,
man.
man. The Seahawks
Got a lot to
are going to be
come.
a force to be reckoned with soon.
Yep.
Oh,
We
dude, this
got
is interesting. Our training camp was at Eastern Washington University
hey, shout out,
in
man. Eastern
Cheney.
Washington.
Huh?
Oh, I can move that. Oh my God, thank the Lord. Interesting fact here, Jim Zorn. I was trying to figure out because we didn't get him in the expansion draft. He was a
Yeah.
free agent, actually,
Mm.
drafted by the Cowboys, or undrafted by the Cowboys the year before. Picked him up, and pretty cool. I mean, like he started, um, you know, 7 seasons for us, so good for him, man.
Yeah. What's his career stats looking like here?
Career, we got 21,000 yards,
He
111
did he
tubs,
tightened up his
52
interception
interceptions.
ratio a lot though, relative
Yeah, yeah,
at the
seriously,
beginning.
he tried his best to get it up to even at least.
Not to spoil every season, but hey man, he has a couple
Yeah,
seasons he's positive side of that. So
Oh shit. Yeah, dude, this is all spoilers. Don't look anyone. There's not
Look away, look away.
one.
I know all two people that have watched any part of this video are
Yep.
going to be devastated they saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say, man. 1977 is coming in hot, bro.
Absolutely, baby.
Classic rock is at its absolute best right now, and Seahawks are at our absolute worst. But well, actually, we got the '90s to go through still. So
Yeah, don't worry, guys. It only goes down from here.
yeah. Oh, I see where you see that now. Eastern Washington. Yeah, that's dope.
It's up and down. But yeah, man, running the 4-3 back in the day. Crazy.
Who ran a 4-3? Who are you talking about? What?
That's what I said. It said we ran a 4-3.
A 4-3? Who?
Huh?
Oh
No,
shit, dude.
a defensive alignment, you
Oh.
idiot. God, you're getting
No,
exposed
but you
to
understand what
Admiral
I'm
right
saying,
now.
right? I thought you were saying running a 4-3 like 40-yard dash. I was like,
Bro, do you
who
think
are
we
you
could find
talking about?
like a 40-yard dash for Steve Largent? I guarantee it's like 4.6.
Yeah,
Fastest.
he was
Like, probably more
crazy.
like 4.7, 4.8.
4-7.
4.7. Yeah, man.
Just,
Guys just weren't as fast then though. Like the
yeah,
athletes were just literally not as good. So I mean, you can't really blame them.
it's crazy, man. Yeah, look at this dude. Like, I don't know. I guess Cooper Cup exists, but if you see this guy, he's just not like the best receiver in NFL history at the time.
Yeah, at the time, yeah, that's crazy thing. At the time, he literally was that dude. So man,
Shit.
just wait. You're gonna get a lot more of this dude on the screen. So
Yeah, man. No spoilers, but all right. Well, I guess we should at least stop recording here and
yeah, New
let
Hawks good talks,
uh,
baby.
yeah, man.
Link in, dial in, and come back every single video.
Yes, sir. Subscribe down below. Just kidding. I don't know what down below means in this context, but subscribe, bitch.
A button at the bottom of the screen, idiot.
Uh, God damn it, dude. I don't know how to end the recording.
Don't you just